What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. During the last part, we saw a scenario where RADITZ ended up surviving, and today, we're going to go into his first fight. At least, his first fight outside of his original one with Goku. You know what I mean, he's going to be fighting Vegeta and Nappa, but how's that fight going to go? Not even RADITZ knows. That's what we're here to discuss today, and stuff beyond that. For this video, let's set a like goal of 4,000 likes. Once we hit that, I'll continue with another part to this series. Anyways, let's pick it from here. Vegeta is not going to take this lightly. He sees RADITZ assume the battle stance. He's serious. He's dead serious. This is a betrayal, and there's no other way around it. RADITZ needs to be killed. He's one of the priorities here. Knowing that he's a Saiyan and probably stronger than all those Earthlings too, he definitely wants Nappa to focus on him, not to mention their connection with RADITZ. It's kind of funny because no one here is happy that RADITZ is here. Vegeta and Nappa don't want to see him, and in terms of the Earthlings, Piccolo and Gohan aren't too fond of RADITZ being here, and the rest of the group doesn't really trust him too much yet. But if he actually fights the Saiyans like he's saying he's going to, well, that might change things. The fight begins. RADITZ launches towards Nappa. He actually did it. Nappa gets ready to defend, and immediately, both of them are at full power. Vegeta checks his scouter just to be sure. He wants to look at RADITZ's power. It can't be that high. It's not like he's going to be able to fight Nappa. RADITZ was such a weakling before, and there's no way he's actually strong. But as Vegeta looks on confidently, the scouter's reading continues going up. 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, wait, 7,000? He checks to make sure he's not reading Nappa's power, and he isn't. RADITZ is actually stronger than Nappa, it looks like. No, that's gotta be a fluke. And he watches as the battle goes on. RADITZ's power does fluctuate. Okay, maybe the scouter is just busted. But RADITZ is actually just getting a better understanding of ki control and how to sense ki and stuff, as well as suppressing his power. This trips Vegeta up and makes it seem like he's not a threat to Nappa. It could just be an issue with the scouter, but really, RADITZ is stronger than him. Nappa shouts at RADITZ. He's a dirty traitor, and he doesn't care about killing RADITZ. They don't need him. Especially if he's gonna betray them, he'd love to kill him. And RADITZ welcomes Nappa to do so. Angrily, Nappa opens his mouth, charging a massive beam, launching it right at RADITZ. And then RADITZ does something really weird, at least really weird from Piccolo's point of view. He places 2 fingers on his forehead, charging a beam. No way, he's actually gonna steal his move? Well, yeah. RADITZ thought it was pretty effective before, so he wants to try it out. He launches his own Makanko Sapo, not the exact same as Piccolo's, but pretty similar. He thinks it's easy to replicate. Right before Nappa's blast hits, RADITZ makes contact. The energy is concentrated right in the middle of it, splitting Nappa's blast in half, traveling right towards his head, getting a clean headshot as it also cuts through his beam. Nappa falls over to the ground lifeless, and RADITZ stands there with his fingers pointed out, breathing heavily. He charged a lot of energy into it, but then he looks over at Piccolo smugly and laughs. Now that's how you properly aim the attack. He wipes the blood from his mouth, taking a deep breath and preparing for his next battle against Vegeta. Vegeta looks on in complete disbelief. He actually did it. But just as he's about to enter the fight, his scouter beeps. There's another power level approaching, and RADITZ can sense this power too. As well as the rest of the group, they immediately know who and what it is. And RADITZ then realizes what it is too. He doesn't recognize it because he hasn't sensed it before, but there's only one person it can be. Kakarot. He's that strong? Goku arrives nearby. A little bit surprised at what he sees, RADITZ is standing there with the group, and there's a dead Saiyan nearby, as well as Vegeta looking on, even more confused than anyone else. Goku got word that RADITZ was still alive, but he knows it doesn't really mean RADITZ is on their side, it's just an enemy of my enemy kind of situation. And RADITZ can tell what Kakarot's thinking. He tells his brother not to worry, he is just here to kill the other 2, and then he's gonna leave. Wait, what? Why is he doing that? This is actual confirmation right from RADITZ himself. Whatever, he won't question it. RADITZ is helping them. But he can tell he's not going to get along with RADITZ or enjoy fighting alongside him. And Vegeta's getting annoyed, and he tells the 2 of them to get on with it. He doesn't care about this reunion. RADITZ reassures Vegeta he doesn't either. He was just surprised at Kakarot's power, and Vegeta tries to use his scouter to sense it, and yeah, Kakarot's power is pretty immense. Over 8,000? But then RADITZ jumps towards him too. Both of their powers are rising, and Goku's a little annoyed. RADITZ is getting in the way. The 2 can't fight together, they don't know how to fight alongside each other. And they have 2 completely different strategies of how to fight. He tells RADITZ to not get in the way, but RADITZ says the same. Goku powers up even more, showing off more of his strength to RADITZ, making RADITZ realize that Kakarot is actually stronger than him. Whoa, he didn't expect that. His younger idiot brother actually surpassed him. He says he'll take on Vegeta alone, and then powers up into Kaioken, proving that he doesn't need RADITZ's help here, and he doesn't want RADITZ's help. With Kaioken, Goku's actually able to hold his own against Vegeta, and the rest of the group watches on from the sidelines. They can't just sit here doing nothing. They want to help, especially Gohan, Piccolo, and even Raditz. Raditz just wants to kill Vegeta, it's not to help Kakarot. But still, he wants to help. And Vegeta could tell. He might be outnumbered here. Well, he is outnumbered, but also possibly overpowered by these numbers. Before it wasn't a concern, but now with Kakarot here, that will be an issue. But at least he has a trump card. He stretches out a hand, creating an artificial moon, and Raditz instantly recognizes what it is. As Vegeta tosses it up in the air, Raditz jumps up. He points a hand down, getting above the artificial moon, and then launching his own blast at it. It destroys the artificial moon, sending a blast towards Vegeta as well. And Raditz yells out to Piccolo. Now's his opportunity. Vegeta doesn't know what he's talking about, but Piccolo appears behind him, grabbing onto Vegeta's tail, and slicing it clean off. There, no artificial moon, no tail, no grating. Vegeta knocks away Piccolo with one blow. Infuriated, he then rushes towards Raditz, but Goku jumps in front of him, intercepting Vegeta's attack, countering with his own. You know, that actually was good that Raditz did that. Otherwise, he doesn't know what would have happened if Vegeta transformed. So, reluctantly, he thanks Raditz for that. And Raditz tells Kakarot he needs his help. The two continue fighting together. As Piccolo tries to prop himself up, Gohan rushes over to him, angered that he's injured. And Gohan's been pretty mad this entire fight. The fact that Raditz is here, the fact that Vegeta's hurting his friends and his family now, specifically Goku only, Gohan's pretty angered. But if you remember back to the last part, Piccolo actually had a better method of working with Gohan's rage, utilizing Raditz as kind of a trigger for that. And now, Gohan has a better control on his anger. And also better control as a fighter. He summons this rage, jumping into the battle, trying to attack Vegeta himself. Goku and Raditz are both confused to see Gohan jumping in. And it's kind of weird because both of them look on proudly. Goku's proud to see his son fighting like this, and Raditz looks on, just happy to see Vegeta being beat up by a kid. That brings him back to a year ago when Gohan attacked him. It's funny how things change. With the entire group now ganging up on Vegeta, he has no idea of what to do. He's able to fend them off, but it's getting harder and harder. Although, the group is taking damage. Goku can't keep up Kaioken forever, and Raditz, he might be strong, but he's not strong enough to actually hurt Vegeta. At least not in any way that matters. He's facing a lot of injuries, same with Piccolo. As for the humans, they're providing support from the sidelines, but they can't get in too close. One attack from Vegeta could definitely kill them. But as the battle continues, with help from Gohan, a combined effort from Raditz, Goku, and Piccolo, and all the help from everyone else, Vegeta is slowly being beat down. He can't keep up with it anymore. He tries to destroy Earth in one last attempt. One last shot at victory. But Goku steps in with a Kaioken Kamehameha. Surprisingly joined by Gohan, getting stronger with his rage. The beam clash is actually a lot easier this time thanks to the help from Gohan. And also, Raditz jumps up, trying to attack Vegeta from behind as he uses his Gallic Gun. Vegeta is being attacked from two angles. He can't defend against both. Vegeta turns around, seeing Raditz behind him, charging a Shining Friday. The father-son Kamehameha from below is pushing him further. And now, Raditz's Shining Friday is added to it. Vegeta's right in the middle of the two attacks, taking the brunt of both of them. A massive explosion occurs, flinging Vegeta down to the ground, injured and barely hanging on. Raditz is weakened too. He faced a lot of injury, and he used up a lot of his power, especially with that last attack. He collapses to the ground, exhausted. Vegeta calls for a space pod, as he crawls towards it, ready to escape. And Goku's actually in decent shape. Sure, he's still very injured, and Kaioken took its toll on his body, but he could actually stand up this time. Just barely. And he watches on as Vegeta crawls to his ship, and the rest of the group looks on too. Why is he letting him go? Especially Raditz is confused. This is his opportunity to kill Vegeta. They all watch as Vegeta crawls to his space pod, with Goku doing absolutely nothing. As the space pod leaves, Raditz tries to aim an attack at it, but Goku steps in front of him. Raditz tells his brother he's an idiot. They have the opportunity to kill Vegeta right now. Why not do it? And Goku says, that's not Raditz's choice to make, that's Goku's. Raditz says he can't let that monster live, but Goku says with that logic, Raditz should die too. Raditz curses his brother, propping himself up. He says he's impressed by his techniques, but he reminds the group, don't expect him to team up with them again. Raditz will grow stronger, and he'll leave this planet, going into space to kill Vegeta and Frieza. Goku tells him good luck with that, with Raditz departing on his own as the rest of the group departs too. Thankfully facing no casualties this time. Some time passes. Raditz is trying to think about his next move. He wants to gather the Dragon Balls, but he knows that's not going to happen. They were just used to get Goku back to life, so now he's kind of out of luck. But he does have another option. He could go to Namek. He has his ship, and it is partially broken, but there's also parts from Nappa's ship. As long as he could find that and salvage it, maybe he could use the parts from the two of them together and rebuild the ship. It'll be kind of shoddy, but it's at least worth a shot. He also continues his training. After healing up from the fight with Vegeta, he does get a nice increase in power, but still remains on his own. And one day, Goku comes to visit him. right as he's about to leave, and Goku looks on speechless. Raditz was actually serious. He didn't actually think he was gonna do it. What the hell is he doing? And Raditz tells Kakarot. He says he's going to Namek to get the Dragon Balls, if they exist there. He'll use them to obtain more power in order to kill Frieza and Vegeta, mainly Frieza. It's like he said before, he wasn't bluffing. He's gonna actually get stronger. And he's gonna do what his weaker brother couldn't. Goku reminds Raditz, he is stronger. And even if Raditz does want to try and do this, he could be stopped easily. This is dangerous, not because of the fact that he wants to kill Vegeta and Frieza, but the fact that Raditz is gonna get the Dragon Balls, and Goku doesn't want that. He doesn't care if Raditz leaves and tries to kill them or goes on some sort of suicide mission. He cares if Raditz gets the Dragon Balls and comes back here, probably getting revenge on them or something. Raditz tells Goku to think for a second. If he was gonna hurt them, he could have killed them already. They don't need to be worried about him getting the Dragon Balls. He has no use for this planet or his brother. He's not gonna come back and try to destroy it. He would have done that by now. But Goku tells Raditz he can't leave. And Raditz asks who's gonna stop him. Goku says he will. The two of them eye each other down. Raditz says if he's serious, then they need to settle this here and now. He assumes a battle stance, and so does Goku. Raditz vs. Goku 2.0 begins. The two launch towards each other, and Raditz laughs. He's not gonna call for help this time? Goku says he doesn't need it. He's strong enough to take on his brother alone, and he won't even have to use the Kaioken. Raditz laughs. Cocky now, isn't he? But Goku says the same thing. Raditz saw how the fight with Vegeta went. He knows that Goku's stronger. But Raditz reminds Goku, he's grown stronger since the fight too. That's their ability as Saiyans. He doesn't care if Kakarot's stronger, because he is as well. And he knows Kakarot can't use that Kaioken or whatever for that long. It hurt his body too much. And he also knows, no matter what, Goku's not gonna kill him. He saw it with Vegeta, and Goku said it himself. It would be hypocritical to leave Vegeta alive and then kill Raditz here. And he questions Goku. Why is he trying to stop him? Don't they want him gone? This is their opportunity. Get rid of Raditz. He wants to leave here too. It's mutually beneficial. But as the fight continues onwards, it stops being as even as before. Goku's strategy and his edge and power, they let him get ahead, defeating Raditz once again. He tosses his older brother to the ground and tells Raditz he hopes he makes the smart choice and doesn't go on a suicide mission. Of course, Goku doesn't care about that either way. He more so is concerned about Raditz getting the Dragon Balls, but doesn't flat out say it. And Raditz contemplates this. He watches as Goku flies away, actually a little bit confused. Kakarot actually did defeat him, alone. He actually is that much stronger. And maybe there was some truth to what he was saying. It could be kind of stupid to go out now. Who knows if those Dragon Balls even exist out there, or if he'll even make it to them in the first place. He wants to grow stronger, but he knows he'll never surpass anyone without this crutch. He's bound to be like this, weaker than everyone, weaker than even his idiot younger brother. Whatever. He doesn't care about training. He doesn't care about fighting. At least not comparing his strength to others. He will still train. He will grow stronger. But for himself. And you know what? He'll stay here on Earth. He'll enjoy the life here. He likes the partying, the drinking, everything, the motorcycles too. It's like he thought before. What is he doing? Why is he trying to get revenge? Just enjoy his peaceful life here now. He's not at war anymore. Vegeta's gone. But as much as he wants to think like that, he can't. With Vegeta out there, Raditz is anxious. He doesn't want Vegeta to be out there, or Frieza. They can kill him at any point in time, and Raditz just wants that reassurance. And on the other side of things, there's Goku. He's kind of the opposite of Raditz. He's more motivated than ever to fight. People like Vegeta and Raditz existing gives him more motivation to grow. Kind of similar to Raditz, but in a different way. He needs to make sure that Raditz can be stopped, and same for Vegeta. Also, he would like to fight Vegeta again, and to some extent, he knows that Raditz could probably get that too. Of course, he's never going to really forgive Raditz. At least he doesn't think so anytime soon. He kidnapped Gohan and tried to kill them. To be fair, Raditz isn't the only person that tried that and is still around, but Raditz went a step further and tried to hurt an innocent kid and destroy Earth. Seeing that cruelty that Raditz displayed towards Gohan, it makes Goku not as welcoming of him. Sure, he's seen villains before, like Piccolo for example, but this is so much more personal. And Raditz is still being his same cold self. He doesn't know if Raditz would change. Hopefully Raditz proves him wrong. But as I mentioned, Goku doesn't seem like he's going to forgive Raditz anytime soon, and Raditz doesn't really want that either. The two of them aren't friendly. They're only related by blood, nothing else. There's no friendship, no rivalry, no camaraderie here. They're just coexisting, with both kind of wanting to get away from the other, but also both intrigued by the other. Where can their strength take them? As Raditz contemplates what to do next, this is where we'll leave off for now. So, what did you guys think about this part, or what do you think's gonna happen next time? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like, and let's try to hit that like goal from the beginning of the video so we can get another part of this series. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as hitting the bell icon to be notified about any future uploads on my channel, including more parts of the series or any other videos like it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.